Meghan Markle's brand new lifestyle empire seems to hit a roadblock. But not just that, it seems like Meghan has also been dropped by another company for being difficult. You don't say. Let's break it all down. Let's get started. Hello everyone, I'm Star Chairs, and in this channel I break down the latest trends, analyze public figures through a PR tech perspective, and uncover lessons that every content creator can learn. Back in October 2022, Meghan's lawyers filed for a trademark as ever, intending to sell everything from aprons and so forth, clothing. But by July 2023, the trademark office gave them a 145-page rejection stating that as ever is too similar to another clothing company called As Ever. The ruling, obviously, the names are confusingly similar, meaning that Meghan cannot sell, and if she does try to sell clothing under As Ever, she might end up getting sued. And just like that, her brand's major product category wiped out immediately. What are you and I going to do without an apron from Meghan Markle? I might not cook again. But let's be honest. How did Meghan Markle's high-powered legal team not catch this? Because yes, trademark conflicts are not uncommon for people like you and I because we don't have a team. But Meghan, she's a global profile with money. You expect a thorough check-through before launching a brand. But no, Meghan is built differently. She's not going to do that. And why is her team not doing that? That's the question that I want to know. And this is my conclusion and my opinion of what's happening. Meghan is so nauseating to work with that she exhausts people to the point that if you love doing something, let's say her attorneys just love being attorneys and helping people, right? But then you got this one client that's just on the phone and nagging you over and over and over again and not letting you do your work. Because it's one thing that you're a good client. It's another thing that you're a difficult client. When you're a good client, you hire people to do their job and you don't micromanage them whatsoever. And you don't tell them what to do. When you see the finished product and you're like, yeah, thank you for taking this off my table, off my head. I couldn't do it without you. Or you could be like what I presume Meghan is, micromanager, where she thinks she can micromanage anyone that she contracts or hires and is telling them how to do their job. Because when you contract someone, you're contracting them or hiring them because of their specialty, because you trust them, because you want that off your table. But Meghan, I feel like she's a micromanager, in my opinion. So what happens now? So 6 months later, in January 2024, Meghan's team quietly filed the application removing clothing from it. And that's when they got their trademark finally approved. And this is what I'm saying. When you have a difficult client and you just want to either finish the contract or continue the contract, you let them do what they want to do. You do their part first, and then you show them that it failed, and then you submit your stuff. And I think that's what happened. In my opinion, they just let her do whatever she wants so they can show her, look, this is wrong. We told you it wasn't going to come back, that it wasn't going to be approved. We told you. We know. We do this for a living. This is not our first rodeo. But Meghan, you can tell her 1,000 times, but it's like talking to a wall. So that means that Meghan cannot sell clothing under As Ever unless she renames it. Oh, Meghan, she is the queen. Oh no, the Duchess of Rebranding. And just when you thought that was enough drama for February, Meghan is facing even more controversy. Meghan Markle's relationship with one of Hollywood's most powerful talent agencies, WME, is making headlines again. And reports are swirling that she's been dropped. You can't make this up, guys. You really can't make this up. I could not believe my eyes when I saw it. But get this, WME is insisting that they're still working with her. So what's really going on? The one who broke the story is page 6. So let's go look at the article. All right, so the first thing I want to show you is WME There's so many reports going on that she has been dropped, but the exclusive was page 6. And you'll see that everybody else is reporting it, but we're going to look at the source. Let's go directly to page 6. Hollywood buzzing that talent agency WME dropped Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle has been dropped by WME. Multiple sources tell page 6 after months of speculation about her relationship with the top Hollywood agency. But the agency denies it has given the star the royal flush. I love that. And says it's still working with her. We're told that the Duchess of Sussex has not held any meetings with the agency's Uber power broker, Ari Manuel, since January last year. Oh my goodness, that is an entire year. Though she's believed to have met with her day-to-day agents. I think Meghan was being a little bit difficult. When somebody doesn't want to meet with you anymore, doesn't want to see your face, you know what that means. They don't want to see your face. Like they don't, like, they're handing off the problem to assistants or to other people that can handle you. In my opinion, a legend, right? Oh my gosh. See, I hadn't even read the next sentence, and it already says here, an industry said Markle 43 was let go because she was too demanding and difficult to work with. Oh no, where have we heard this? Where have we heard this again? It is unclear exactly when she was dropped, though WME insists it is still working with her. WME continues to represent Meghan, and Archewell set a representative. Indeed, sources said the agency is still working on some of her projects for Archewell, the foundation she runs with her husband, Prince Harry. In addition to this, we hear that Markle had an outburst in January of 2024. What? Meghan throwing dishes and having an outburst? You don't say. I don't think so. That doesn't sound like her. Right after the holidays, when the Duchess demanded a meeting and expected dates and plans, though it's unclear if it was for herself or Archewell. Again, you see a pattern here. The pattern is that she's unlikable. Everyone that seems to work with her just does not like to work with her. Ends up in a terrible position. I don't know what to say. Like, there's not much more than just a correlation, a repetition of what she's been doing for almost a decade with people when they work with her. And it's only public now because she's on a global stage. I would love to hear from people before that. This led to a dispute and Ari was done with her. I told you, that is exactly what I was telling you. Once someone is done with you, they'll pawn you off to someone else. And that's what Ari has done. The incident was confirmed by another source. The news comes as the mom of 2 prepares to launch her new Netflix lifestyle show with Love Meghan next Tuesday, or with difficultness Meghan. But another Hollywood source told us, I don't know what those projects are, but WME is definitely not working on Meghan's personal business. Markle has been busy relaunching herself on Instagram in time for her Netflix show. This makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. Remember, I told you in my video analyzing her Instagram post, and I was saying, who let her do this? Who? What PR team is allowing this to happen? Because if she truly was with a PR team, she would have had to run this through her PR. Her PR team would be in charge of her image, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever it is. If she would have been with WME at the time, they wouldn't have allowed her to do that. Now it makes sense why she's just going ham on Instagram, doing whatever she wants, because she's got nobody telling her what to do. But if she's still with WME, I'm guessing she's still not listening. Okay, let's continue. However, she was recently forced to rebrand her lifestyle brand as ever. Yes, as page 6 revealed this weekend, the products which Markle confirmed would include her heavily promoted jam won't be ready for sale for months after her show debuts. She is working on the product line alongside Netflix. What? For months? What are we to do for months without jam? I don't know about you, but I was waiting for her jam because her jam is her jam. I'm joking. If you don't know, I'm joking. I think I'm hilarious. Marco and Prince Harry have had a hard time keeping their team together. You don't say. With former employees dating back to their London, dubbing themselves in the Sussex Survivors Club. Yes. And can you add us in there too? Because I feel like we are all Sussex survivors. Buckingham Palace previously made an inquiry into. I love this. I love that they include all of this because, again, the reason that 60-minute segment from Australia came out, it was just like chef's kiss right before Meghan's Netflix show comes out on March the 14th, I believe. And then this comes out. This is just reiterating that Meghan is a horrible, terrible person to work for. And that the reality is she's not what she wants people to think she is. She's not nice. She's not loving. She's just greedy. And it's fine being greedy. Be greedy all you want, but be honest about it. We all hate liars. And this is why a lot of us don't like Meghan Markle, because she's not authentic. If you just want our money, Meghan, just say, I want your money. That's why I'm working as much as I can. That's why I'm rebranding every 3 months, because I want your money. I want to live in my palace, and that's it. But don't go behind our backs and try to make us seem like we're stupid. We're not stupid. We know that you are greedy. So I believe this is why we dislike her, because she's a liar and she's been caught again and again and again. And we're not going to fall for the facade of her being loving and nice, because you can't love without forgiveness. You can't forgive without love. That doesn't work. It's got to be both. All right, so let's continue. Buckingham Palace previously made an inquiry into bullying claims leveled at Markle, though it never released the findings. Although Markle denied this, her former press secretary, Jason Knuff, told 60 Minutes Australia over the weekend that he stands by his allegations he made against the former royal in 2018. I love that. Yes, thank you. Again, this is why I love the 60 Minutes Australian segment, because they show you how reliable Jason Knuff is. What a close source to Prince William and Catherine he was. He was someone very trusted at the firm, very trusted. And he left as someone who continues to be trusted at the firm. Because I don't care if your family, sometimes we will have friends that we would trust more than family, because that family member has just done what Harry and Meghan have done to us. And we're like, you know what? I believe my friend, they have been more honest and truthful to me and has aligned with me this entire time. I would choose to believe them. And they continue with another report published by Vanity Fair in January, 5 years after the couple had left the roles as senior working members of the royal. A former staff called Markle a mean girl teenager. Oh my gosh. And that's what we keep coming up with, that she acts like a teenager, that she just like her growth is stunted there at high school level. She just is a mean girl and she wants to bully her way anywhere. And honestly, I mean, it has worked for her, but not until this point. Like, we are done with her. One source who worked on the Archetypes podcast at Spotify described the alleged experience with Markle as a really awful and very painful. Oh my goodness, this sounds like a colonoscopy. Like, really awful. Made sure to put 3 release in front of awful and very painful. Oh, and I think that's it. So the context here is that Meghan joined WME in April 2023, personally repped by top agents like Brad Slater, and Ari Emanuel hasn't met with her in a year. Whew. Hollywood agents work with high maintenance stars all the time. So what makes Meghan Markle different? Let's think about it. Oh, that's right. She's very horrible and painful. And the quick lesson here for creators is do not burn bridges with your team, because it can definitely ruin your brand. And Meghan Markle is the epitome of that. So with that said, what do you think? Do you believe that WME is quietly distant themselves from Meghan? Or is it just another media exaggeration? Or is she going to sweep this under the rug? All right, guys, that is all I have for today. I want to hear what you have to say. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.